Why do some people never run out of things to say? Have you ever noticed some people can talk to anyone about anything and never seem to run out of words, while others freeze after high and suddenly forget every thought they've ever had? What's the difference? Is it confidence, charisma, or something deeper happening inside the mind? Your mind isn't empty, it's filtering. Running out of things to say doesn't usually mean your mind is blank. It means your mind is filtering too much. Before you speak, your brain quietly asks, "Is this interesting enough? Will I sound awkward? What if they don't care?" And in that split second, perfectly normal thoughts get rejected. So instead of speaking naturally, you start editing in real time. Meanwhile, people who never run out of things to say aren't necessarily smarter or more interesting. They just filter less. They treat conversation like tossing pebbles into a lake, not presenting a masterpiece. So the real question isn't, how do I think of better things to say? It's, why am I rejecting what I already have? Everyday moments where conversations quietly break. This pattern shows up in the smallest moments, not big speeches, just everyday conversations. Example 1, the elevator silence. You step into an elevator with someone. A simple thought appears, "Nice weather today." But before it reaches your mouth, your brain interrupts. That's too basic. They've heard that 1,000 times, so you say nothing. Example 2, the group conversation. You're in a group, people laughing, talking. You think of a small story, something relevant. But then, what if I tell it wrong? What if it's not funny? So you wait, and the moment passes. In both moments, you didn't lack something to say. You just didn't let it exist out loud. So maybe silence isn't caused by emptiness, but by a habit of stopping yourself before you even begin.
What this reveals about your mind. When you stop yourself from speaking, it's not just shyness, it's your mind protecting you from judgment. Your brain is wired to avoid social mistakes, even tiny ones, because evolution favored safety over risk. But here's the catch. This protection often blocks normal, meaningful connection. The people who never run out of things to say aren't fearless. They simply let their thoughts exist before fear kicks in. This reveals something deeper. Silence often comes from overthinking, not lack of ideas. Connection is rarely about perfection. It's about allowing ideas to flow, even imperfectly. The brain rewards safety, but life rewards presence and curiosity. So the real trick isn't generating more ideas, it's letting your ideas speak first, then filtering later.
How to always have something to say. You don't need a better personality. You don't need faster thinking. You need a simpler rule. Speak before you perfect. Most people reverse it. They try to find the right thing first and lose everything in the process. 1. Follow the curiosity thread. Every conversation has small clues, a word, an emotion, a detail. Instead of searching for perfect replies, just follow the smallest thread. If they said coffee, ask about coffee. If they mentioned stress, ask what's been stressful. 2. Say the too simple thought. The mind rejects simple thoughts, but people connect through them. Yeah, that's interesting. I've thought about that too. Wait, really? Simple lines keep conversation alive. 3. Let imperfect words exist. Awkward isn't the problem. Stopped thoughts are. Even messy sentences create connection because they are alive. Having things to say isn't about being interesting. It's about staying in motion while thinking. Because conversation doesn't reward perfection, it rewards participation. The moment you stop editing yourself too early, you never run out of things to say again.